25th of the 6th, 2011. This is a story coming out of Australia. A doctor says radiation test on cars scientifically negligent. A leading anti-nuclear figure cast doubts over the integrity of radiation screening at Port Kembla, saying the tests were grossly inadequate. Dr. Helen Caldicott made the comments after testing on a ship full of cars from Japan returned negative readings. The two Australian Radiation Protection and Nuclear Safety Agency inspectors boarded the Future 7 yesterday morning to test 102 of the ship's 800 new and used vehicles. The tests were conducted only after Port Kembla dock workers raised concerns that they could be exposed to radiation from the earthquake and tsunami-ravaged Fukushima nuclear power plant. Dr. Caldicott has spent 4 decades warning of the dangers of nuclear energy and is concerned and an expert on the subject. The Nobel Peace Prize nominee says the best way to properly detect radiation in vehicles was to remove and test engine and passenger compartment air filters. Inspectors tested the engine filter of the car only yesterday instead of relying on handheld monitors to scan external and internal surfaces of the 102 vehicles. So basically they scanned the vehicles. They did not test the filters on these new and used cars coming out of Japan. Saying they're trying to cover this up and say, look, we know what we're doing, but they don't, Dr. Caldicott said. If they don't do these air filter tests, they are significantly negligent. This is very serious. As a physician and a pediatrician, I can tell you how concerning it is to me. The ARPANSA Acting Chief Executive Officer, Professor Peter Johnson, told the mercury filters would have to be destroyed if they were tested. Our exercise yesterday was one of the primary reassurance, he said. Our guidance remains that such inspections and screening aren't strictly necessary. The Nuclear Safety Regulatory has decided that there's no need to screen any more sea or air cargo arriving from Japan, including that aboard another ship due in Port Kembla today. There are some people out there who are interested in maintaining this issue in the media, and that's their right, but I don't think it should impact our risk-based assessment of where we should expend our radiation detection resources, Professor Johnson said. We can be accused of many things by many people, and that's their view. Maritime Union of Australian Assistant National Security Warren Smith also said he had reservations about the rigor of yesterday's tests. So it's not cost effective for them to test these vehicles coming into the country out of nuclear ravaged Japan, and they're going to stop. So definitely a heads up on that.